Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
White 20.
They will indeed go for it. Vick. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
White 90. White 20. White 20.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Michael Vick. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. and it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Man open, Rice. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Kill.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Breeze to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Right 20.
Powers through him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right 20.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Underneath for Johnson. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Jerry Rice, open right side. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On play action, now Breeze. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Vic operating on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here goes Vic on 4th down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught here by Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On play action, it's Breeze. And this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Play action, Breeze. This is Johnson, he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They were looking for Johnson that time. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll hand it off now, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just...
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 64 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Easy.
They'll run him with Bell, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vic being chased out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Breeze now on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Breeze now to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Johnson from 3 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here's Blunt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down, Vic. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's looking deep for Bell. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Sammy! 12.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Shedding through the defense. Johnson, the intended target. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The point people are really
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Let's go, base 52.
Vic on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Right 90. Right 20.
3rd and long for Vic. Man open, it's Moss complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. A 1st down throw coming for Vic. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Right 20! Go! Hey! Quick!
A 2nd down throw for Vic. This is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal. Here's Michael Vick. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Bree's going to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, let's go.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick.